Okay, people, we're going live.
Live from the studio at Hop Hog High School, it's Eagle Watch. Starring Emily Caminetti, Stephen Campy, Danielle Cavalieri, with Lucas Kavanaugh, Antonia Dixon, Madeline Drake, Deanna Dracopoulos, Anna Farron, Joseph Ferrari, Maddie Fetzer, featuring Jack Ward, Kenny Gardner, Jillian Garnett, Tim Hug, Matt Martinez, Thomas Mitchell, Stephen Nugent, Ali Pirich, Ryan Ramito, and Casey Scarpanella.
Hello, Hop Hog, and welcome to this year's first edition of Eagle Watch. Alongside Antonia Dixon, I'm Maddie Fetzer.
For our first story, Emily, Lauren, and Jack ventured to Camp Alvernia for the annual Natural Helpers trip.
This September, Eagle Watch was given the opportunity to make a story on the Natural Helpers Retreat. Hi, I'm Emily Caminetti.
And I'm Lauren Romita.
And we're here at the 2018 Natural Helpers Retreat
at Camp Alvernia.
We spoke with Mrs. Griffin about the process of the program.
It's made up of a survey that identifies students in our building who their friends see as people that they can go to and trust, and we take people on a training for 2 days to teach them skills that'll be useful to them, and then we come back, and each week students participate in a program in our building where they can continue to be checked on and to gain more resources and skills to move forward and help their friends.
Emily and Lauren caught up with some of the Natural Helpers and got to see how their experience was so far.
I would definitely say life-changing. I'm so happy I got the opportunity to go on it twice. I never thought I'd receive this, and honestly I've made so many friends doing it, so magical.
It's been going well. I've learned a lot of stuff. Learned a lot about suicide and other topics like violence.
I know that from this trip I'm going to take back everything I learned here about helping people with their problems and taking care of myself.
To be more knowledgeable when I speak or asking for advice, and to be more knowledgeable and aware of the people around me and what they're saying.
It's awesome. It's been a really unique experience thus far. I've seen some really wonderful things happening here. The subjects that we touch upon are very, very serious, but very, very important, especially with what's going on in our world today. And I think that this is going to be a hugely beneficial event for myself and for these students.
It's been great. It has been. It's been a very interesting experience, and it's been nice to get to know the students on a different level. I'm used to just kind of seeing them in the classroom, and we have some time to talk about some stuff, but to really see who these kids are as people and not just as students has been very exciting.
We learned how this experience impacted them and what they would take away from it.
It's changing my my way of processing life. I guess I guess I'm gonna see more people. I'm gonna help more people out and just live overall a more positive lifestyle.
One of the lessons that I'm really going to take away is making sure that all of the students in our school know all of the resources that are really available to them and who they can go to, and that there are so many giving, fantastic students that are willing to help listen to them.
I think it is really rewarding to be able to learn to help people in a more beneficial way, where they can take stuff out of it and you can take stuff out of it, and I think it's a great experience.
Natural Helpers is a great program, and the trip was an amazing experience. Signing off for Eagle Watch, I'm Emily Caminetti.
Every year on September 21st, the world celebrates Peace Day. Stephen went down to the art department to see how they embraced peace this year.
Hello, Hop Hog. I'm Stephen Campy, and today we're in the art wing of the high school checking out what the art students have put together for National Peace Day. The International Day of Peace, Peace Day, is observed around the world each year on September 21st. Established in 1981 by a unanimous United Nations resolution, Peace Day provides a globally shared date for all humanity to commit to peace above all differences and to contribute to building a culture of peace. We had a chance to talk to the art students and their teacher about International Peace Day. What does National Peace Day mean to you?
To me, it's just a day of like looking past like everybody's differences and, you know, like maintaining peace and getting along.
What is this project all about?
We made these feathers to show people to lift above other people's differences, show there's peace.
We had between 10 and 15 classes involved. Students each designed their own feather, either in blues, white, or yellow.
What was your favorite part of this project?
My favorite part was like looking over like everybody's and seeing what everybody was doing and how they were like expressing their own creativity through the feathers.
Making the feather.
How do you think this wall turned out?
I think it looks pretty good. I like it. I like how it came out and how well they like put them.
I think it turned out very nice. It has a lot of different feathers and it has a lot of creativity.
Thank you to the art teachers for bringing this wonderful message to Hauppauge and sharing it with their students. Remember to come down and post a picture with the hashtag #WhatLiftsYou. Signing off for Eagle Watch, I'm Stephen Campy.
Wow, that wall looked fantastic. We have so many talented teachers and students.
Yes, we do, but can they spell?
What do you mean?
Well, Casey and Danielle went around the school with some pretty hard Long Island towns to spell.
Hi, I'm Danielle. And I'm Casey, and we're roaming the halls to find out if Hauppauge students know how to spell different towns on Long Island. Let's find out. Can you spell Copaig?
C-O-I-P-A-U-G-E. C-O-I-P-A-E-G-E.
C-O-P-A-I-G-U-E. C-O-P-I-A-G-U-E.
Can you spell Kachog?
No, I can't.
You don't want to try?
No. Oh my god. C-A-U-T-C-H-A-G-E.
C-U-T-C-H-O-G-U-E.
C-A-T. Oh wait. Yeah, let's keep that. C-T. C-H-A-U-G-E.
Can you spell Sagaponack?
What?
Sagaponack.
Can you say that again?
Sagaponack.
Bag. P-O-N-A-C.
Can you say it in a sentence?
I went to Sagaponack on vacation.
S-A-G-P-O-N-A-C-K.
And what's the origin of the word?
I don't know.
S-A-G-A-P-O-N-A-K-E.
Sagaponack. Saga. S-A-G-A-P-A-W-N-A-C-K. Sagaponack.
Wow, there are some great spellers in this high school. Thanks for watching.
Maddie, do you remember our 8th grade dance?
Yeah, but it feels like such a long time ago. Kenny went down to check out this year's dance.
I can't figure this out. Can you help me real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Wow. You look great. Listen, you're gonna kill it at the dance tonight, alright?
Thanks. Alright, I'm ready. So what's going on here tonight?
Tonight is the 8th grade
Yeah. You guys having fun tonight?
Yeah! Awesome! Having so much fun, guys.
Are you excited for high school? Yeah.
Yes!
No!
Yes!
I know.
I'm not excited!
You guys bust a move for us.
Yeah, of course.
what a dance. I can't believe it's been 4 years since I went to mine. Well, signing off for Eagle Watch, this is Kenny Gardner.
Hey Antonio, what are you reading?
Something a librarian recommended when I went to check out the new library. Matt was able to give us a tour.
Hi, I'm Matt Martinez, and today I'm going to take you around the brand new Hauppauge Public Library. After finally opening its doors just a couple of months ago, there were many obstacles along the way to finally get to where we are today. I spoke with the head librarians to learn more about the new location.
It started in the summer of 2001. We opened at the St. Thomas More Church. We started our first summer reading club there, and then we renovated a space at 601 Veterans Memorial Highway, where we stayed in that space for 16 years. And then we moved to this new space here at 1373 Veterans Memorial Highway. We signed a 30-year lease at this space, and it's a much bigger space and a great space, a bright space, so we're happy to have this space here.
What are some of the benefits of this new location?
It's bright and it's open and it's airy, and I think you get a real sense of that when you come into the building, and I think having this new space, larger space, allows us to do a lot more for the community.
More community room space, more study rooms, a bigger children's section, definitely a larger space that the community can enjoy.
How does this new location benefit our community?
I think it benefits the community because they're getting more resources in this space, they're getting more community space.
We have a lot of different spaces here that we didn't have over at 601 Vets Highway. For example, we have a brand new dedicated teen area that's just for teens. We have an outdoor space in our atrium. We have some study rooms that can be reserved by our patrons online. We have a conference room as well, and we also have a computer lab that we can use for our technology classes, and these are all new spaces that we didn't have in our other building.
It's really great to see the new library thriving. Here's to 30 more years. Signing off for Eagle Watch, I'm Matt Martinez.
The new library seems like a great change for the community.
Speaking of changes, I sat down with the new AP, Mrs. Pagliari.
This year, along with the new principal and a few new teachers, Hauppauge High School also welcomed a new assistant principal, Mrs. Pagliari. I sat down with her to see how she was adjusting to the Hauppauge community. Why did you choose a career in education?
So originally I started college with the idea that I was going to go to PA school or have a career in the medical field. And then during my senior year of college, I applied to PA school. I got into PA schools, and as part of the requirement, you have to do 2,000 hours of experience. So as I started doing experience and working in hospitals, I realized I really didn't like working with people and having that emotional connection to my job, and I didn't think it was something that was going to work for me. I thought about my life, and I love science and I love kids. So I decided, a career in education was something that I was going to try out.
Why did you decide to come to Hauppauge?
I grew up in Smithtown, so it's right by, so I've always known the great reputation Hauppauge has for academics, for sports, for the clubs, especially for music, everything. Everything's always been so positive about it. And I was at a conference last May, and I saw Mrs. Pincus's group perform, and it kind of re-inspired my interest in Hauppauge. And so when the job opening was posted just a month and a half later, I just knew, it was the right time.
Do you have any goals for this school year?
It's really important to me that I get to meet every student. As much as possible, I want to be in the hallways, in the classrooms, getting to know everyone on a personal level, trying to go to the activities. I want students to feel that they can come to my office as a place where they can get resources for support.
Why did you decide to become a school administrator?
Really just to have a different type of connection to students. I had great relationships with most of my students when I was a teacher, but this is just a totally different connection. You're able to really sit down with students and hone in on what their goals are, what their fears are, working with them to just be the best that they can.
What is the most rewarding part of being a school administrator?
Really seeing a student achieve a goal that they didn't necessarily think they could have. It means that the student tried something, put themselves on, took a risk, challenged themselves, and that's hard to do. So seeing a student that might not have thought he was going to be able to get an A in the class, or might not have thought he was going to be able to, make it onto the track team. To see them meet their goals is really rewarding.
Mrs. Pagliari seems to be adjusting well at the Hop Pod community. Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Antonia Dixon.
Eagle Watch would like to welcome Mrs. Pagliari to the high school and wish her success in her coming years here.
In other news, it's time for Question of the Month. Joe and Deanna went around the high school to see who knows their movie quotes.
What's up, Hot Bog? I'm Deanna Jacopoulos.
And I'm Joe Ferrari. Today we're going to be quizzing people on some movie quotes.
Let's get started. You're going to need a bigger boat.
That is Jaws.
Go ahead, make my day.
Oh, Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry.
No.
I'll get you my pretty and your little dog too.
Wizard of Oz.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Jaws.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Forrest Gump.
I'll get you my pretty and your little dog too.
The movie with the girl with the heels. Wizards of Oz.
Go ahead, make my day.
I have no idea.
Clint Eastwood.
Okay. I don't know.
Not clean, the opposite of clean.
Dirty dog.
Dirty
man.
Dirty, a name, not Harold.
Dirty Harry.
Yes!
You're going to need a bigger boat.
I have no clue.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
That sounds so familiar. I'm not going to think of it. What is it?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Wow, seems like Hot Pod really knows their movie quotes. Signing off for Eagle Watch, I'm Joe Ferrari.
And I'm Deanna Jacopoulos. We'll see you next time.
In September, the football team supported the annual Rock the Sox campaign. Matt has more.
Hi, I'm Matt Martinez reporting for Eagle Watch at this year's annual Rock the Sox football game. We interviewed Mackenzie's parents about Rock the Sox and how it got started.
So Rock the Sox basically was a bandage technique. So Mackenzie's bandages when she was firstborn kept on falling off and was causing a lot of damage to her skin. So we took a pair of socks and we used it as a retention bandage to keep the bandages on, and it worked. So we started decorating the sock. We started bringing a little attention to it. People started walking in, and one day a nurse came in and said, "Hey, you go rock those socks, girl." And that's how it all kind of started, and it's been history ever since.
How has Rock the Sox progressed through the years?
I think it's interesting. We were actually just talking about the fact that this is the third annual event, and if we look back over the years, we never thought we would see Mackenzie walking around at an event like this, playing in the grass, throwing a ball back and forth, and it just goes to show that raising awareness can bring about positive change and help affect a movement towards the future.
Can you tell us a little bit about the disease?
Sure. So Mackenzie has epidermolysis bullosa, or EB for short. And if you think about your skin like layers of paper, her skin is missing the glue that would hold the layers of paper together, which is essentially collagen. So prior to transplant, this slightest bit of friction from either her clothes or falling down would cause her skin to either slough off or blister. And the good news is since transplant, her skin is, we notice significant improvement.
And finally, what do you think the future of Rock the Sox will hold?
I'll answer this. So Rock the Sox, basically our focus has been for a big time is providing quality care for Mackenzie, our daughter. Now we're looking to impact other families, specifically the first month when a child is born with EB, to help them financially, help them with bandages, help them navigate, Medicaid and the different systems out there to support them, help them set up a bandage system in their house when they're born. So all they have to focus on the first month is just basically loving and caring for their child, and we'll be there to support them through the rest of the process.
We also interviewed Mr. Cook and Mr. Whitehorse. How does it feel for Hot Pod to host such an event?
It's an awesome community builder to start the year. The 27-0 score behind us doesn't hurt a whole lot either.
It makes me really proud to be a part of this because, not a lot of other schools will do this kind of thing where, it's for a great cause and you see the crowd out here. It's an amazing thing.
How do you feel that this event helps the community?
Well, specifically being the Rock the Sox event, I think it just presents an opportunity, one, to come together and show the Hot Pod Pride, but two, really just to come together and rally around a community member who can benefit from the support. So all in all, it's just an overall great positive experience for us.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. That's why he's the principal.
They really rocked those socks this year. Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Matt Martinez.
Looks like the community came together for a great cause.
Well, that's all for the first edition. Stay tuned for a special Spirit Week show. Alongside Maddie Fetzer, I'm Antonia Dixon. Thanks for watching.
Stay classy, Hop Hog. Hello, Hop Hog, and welcome to this year's first edition of Eagle Watch. Alongside Antonia Dixon, I'm Shuffler. Okay. Wait, yeah, okay. Antonia, get it together.
No, I can't.
Sorry.
We don't anchor together.
Okay. Stop
No,
laughing.
I know. I did not like the way I say, what do you mean?
Okay.
Wow.
Thanks, Jack. Okay.
If I say, wow, that wall looks fantastic one more time.
Okay, we got this. I know, but I can't even think of how to say it.
Yeah, this is like the easiest way to say it. Maddie, do you remember our 8th grade dance?
Yeah, but it feels like such a long time ago. Kenny went down this year to...
Should I hold it up or should I just... There it is, I was waiting for that.
Antonia, slow your
Come on,
words.
Chef, I thought that was good.
Good. You just gotta slow it down.
You know I talk fast. Something a librarian recommended when I went to the new library. Matt was able to give us a tour.
Shuffler!
I had that!
That was good! Okay, let's do it.
I had that one! Eagle Watch would like to welcome Mrs. Pagliari to the Hop Hog High... No, to the high school. I don't need to say Hop Hog.
Yeah. Come on, people, we have a show to produce.
Go again.
Okay.